just to go back to yesterday and the fact that we saw this flash crash, if you will, in the price of Bitcoin about 24 hours ago, how are you thinking about that and analyzing that move? I mean, I've heard the theories floated about the possibility of a fat finger or forced selling, or El Salvador actually becoming the first country to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. How do you see a move like that?
It's a great question. Our view was that was a sell the news reaction to the El Salvador announcement. We knew that announcement was coming. It's a big day. It was dubbed Bitcoin Day on Twitter. And I think people built up bullish expectations around that day. It was a classic sell the move. I think it's a pause that refreshes. We're still in a bull trend. We have been for a while. It's been a very strong market. So I think it was a one-off event and just a sell the news event.
Yeah, and given the fact that you do assess and hold so many different types of cryptocurrencies, I mean, Bitcoin versus Ether versus everything else right now.
Well, there is a relentless bid in the market for Ethereum specifically and Ethereum competitors like Solana. You know, we run an index strategy which holds the full market, so we capture all of those. But I think a lot of investors have been excited about Bitcoin in years past and are realizing with the birth of NFTs, of DeFi, of DAOs, that there is more to crypto than just Bitcoin. And so they're looking to diversify their holdings. That's been a big theme for the past year, with Ethereum strongly outperforming Bitcoin and Solana and other Ethereum competitors doing even better.
Yeah, and of course, I mean, whether it's that really dramatic move in the price of Bitcoin yesterday that happened very quickly, or whether it is Senator Elizabeth Warren coming out and saying crypto is the new shadow bank, obviously more regulatory, I guess, potential oversight, if you will. We mentioned the SEC letter to Coinbase, too. I mean, there is more scrutiny. There are risks out there. So how does that speak to where we are, where this asset class is concerned, and how you, as an investor, as somebody who's overseeing investments for Bitwise, is navigating that?
That's a great question. The reality is that better regulation, clearer regulation will set crypto free. This is an industry that has shown it can make the financial system faster, fairer, and more efficient. It can move billions of dollars around the world in seconds for costs that are below $1. It is a better technology for money. And all we need to realize that full potential is clearer regulation. I think what you're seeing in the Coinbase news is some frustration with DC for doing regulation by litigation instead of working cooperatively with an industry with so much potential. But down the road, this is going to be good for crypto. If we can get clear regulations, clear guidance, crypto can fulfill its full potential and really, I think, reinvent core parts of the financial industry. The slower that regulatory clarity comes, the longer it will take. But still, the trend is positive. The trend is moving in the right direction.
So do you support Coinbase's CEO's decision to come publicly and sort of excoriate the SEC and call their behavior sketchy? Or do you think, you know, in a way that's just bringing more risk to that particular company?
Well, I think it's a brave statement, and I think the community needs to know that Coinbase is trying to do the right thing. They're trying to go to DC. They're trying to speak with regulators. Regulators should be talking with the crypto industry. This is a giant company. It's one of the largest financial institutions in the world. So I'm positive on it. It is very brave. I do think it will bring extra attention, but that's the kind of, you know, focus that we need to get the regulatory clarity that would unlock the next wave of crypto. So good for them. It's brave. I think it will be positive in the coming months, but I'm sure it's pretty tense at Coinbase these days, waiting to see how the SEC responds.